Hey guys, I thought I'd make a video since I've been a bit sick. I'm still a little flushed. I'm still recovering, so my voice sounds a little off. But I thought I'd share a little bit of what I've been doing to help uh, speed my recovery with you. And since I thought maybe you'd want to hear a little bit about this, so sorry. Some stuff. Anyway, I'm going to change the camera angle and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've been drinking a lot of tea. Generally make my blends, but buying it in pre-made packages is fine too. This one's got lemongrass, green tea, ginger in here too. And I'm trying to remember what else. When I need a little more spice, I can add cinnamon too, also to make the blends a little bit more. Because I need for myself, this is ginger. I've been having a little bit of ginger too, boiling it and just adding lemon and ginger into a drink, and drinking a lot of warm water, not cold, because that cold water aggravates coughing. So I thought I'd just show you some of my blends. And I thought I might go through some tea blends. I just put them in my teacup for now. But I do have my own little strainer that I usually use. Anyway, I'll be right back. Sorry for keep flipping the angle around on you. But I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about, I guess this mixes in with kitchen witchery, or being a green witch or cottage witch, or, just kind of those things that kind of run into each other because they overlap with the different aspects of what you use, herbs and such, in your practice, and learning how to use them in your own benefit. So for me, I like to first state there's no single cure and no magical, I mean, obviously everything you do in your life is magical, but, like TV magic, way to just poof it away. So this is a way to in touch with your own body, and using what your knowledge of yourself and your study of the herbs and how they affect your body can react with each other. So it is a bit of a study, but if you're getting into or want to learn a little bit about herbs, I think the great place to start with is yourself, and going through meditation and learning about how your body reacts to things. And you might be thinking, wait, what? Everybody is human. We all have the same organs. We have everything the same. But we don't actually react the same to anything. That's why people have different allergies. And even in my own family, we have different, your core state, the way that your body is normally, is usually different than somebody else. So even like, I'm going to use my mother as an example. My mother is one of those people that is constantly always cold, and I'm usually warm. So we could be traveling in the car together and she'll be blasting the heat and I'll be sitting in the passenger seat sweating to death while she claims that she's cold. So we just, everybody's core temperatures and the way that they react to things is different. So I like to take time to, when I go through meditation, usually when I'm trying to get into a state where I'm trying to assess my own self, I find a place, and for me, I envision a tree that I had, my favorite tree when I was a child that I loved to climb. And I'd go up to, in my mind, I go up to the tree and place my hands upon it. And I feel my essence pushing into the tree and the tree coming into me. And we go through each chakra in myself and explore, moving back and forth and feeling out where my issues may be, and just a bunch of moments in your own, and it doesn't usually even take very long, just moments of silence where you take time to truly understand yourself. So I always think that's a great place to start when working with herbs, is to know yourself first, because if you don't know how your body is going to react, or where your normal is, you just reading things from a book, you may not have the same experience as the person who wrote down things. So like at work where I'm at, about 60% of us are sick. I am contributing to that. I go to work, I'm going to work sick also. So we're all kind of got about the same thing, but we're exhibiting different symptoms. For me, I'm cold. And as I mentioned before, my body temperature runs a little bit warmer. So I'm normally not cold. So now that I'm totally bundled up in my own house, and I'm actually still a bit chilled. Like I said, I'm still working on it. It's been a couple of days now, and I'm still processing myself through my illness. So in order to get myself back to my norm, I've been using herbs that I know will help warm my core temperatures. So like ginger, cinnamon, and of course drinking warm waters, warm drinks. So even though I have a cold and people at work they have their own advice because things work for them, but we're not reacting the same. So where they may be feeling flushed and hot and they drinking orange juice and stuff, I can't do that because I don't want to drink a cold drink. I'm already cold. I'm trying to warm my body temperature, if that makes sense. So like I showed you, my tea mixture that I've been drinking, adding ginger, which I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of ginger, but when I have a cold, I can't taste it anyway, so it's a perfect time to try it. So I do like spice though, so it's not the spice part. I think it's just I guess a little bit of its taste that I don't normally care for. But I thought I'd share a little bit of this, get us talking a little bit more about herbs, and trying to figure out where do you stand? What kind of where's your core temperature? Are you a cold person or are you a warm person? Where's your normal? Your everyday normal, not your sick normal. So once you find out what your normal is, I'm sorry, I'm shaking. I did buy a tripod, I just don't have it set up yet. But where your normal is for you, and take time to meditate on that and figure out your own self. And I do recommend journaling. That's a great way to figure out yourself. And when you go through and trying things out. Obviously, you want to always be aware of your own allergens, so not to be consuming stuff that you're allergic to. But when you're going through your herbs, when you're trying things, journal it down. How does your body react to it? What is what kind of normal can you start to expect out of yourself when you're taking things? And this is a way to make herbs kind of your thing. And it doesn't have to be like an extensive study where you're pulling out books and constantly doing like pretty much schoolwork and making it a chore. This is something you can do in your daily life where you're just living your yourself and just doing your thing. And you sorry. I'm trying not to cough, so I'm yeah. But yeah, just trying to find out your own self. And like I said, it's a great way. I've started my path this way, down doing with herbs, because I always wanted to learn it, but I never took the time, and I was always like, it's going to be so much work. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. But when you realize that it's not, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. It can be small baby steps where you just try a tea and see what find out what's in it. If it's like a cinnamon apple tea and it's got a lot of cinnamon in it, see how that makes you feel. Does it warm you up? And just see how, just check where the kind of level that it is at. So if it's only, if you don't really notice any difference with it, or even if you do or do not like it, you can write that down too, because then if you like that thing. So just kind of journaling, going through trying things, just try it. I mean, you eat all the time, and if you take something, just write down if you like it and maybe how you reacted to it. Because if you're a person that's like some of my coworkers who are, they have a cold too, but they're sweating and they're hot and they're getting a little dehydrated. Maybe my kind of tea is not going to be the best for them because it's trying to warm my core temperature up. What they need is something like mint, something that will cool them down and soothe them and get them hydrated again. So, that's kind of thing. Just try to figure out how your body reacts to things. And I just thought, since I was sick, I thought I'd share my thoughts on my own personal little medicine not really but herbal medicine that I'm trying, and I thought I'd share with you guys. So I'm hoping to be back later once I'm a little bit more recovered. It's probably going to be a little after the holiday. My family is coming, so well, technically I'm going to go get them. So I will talk to you guys later, and let me know if you like this kind of content, because I'd love to share some of my other personal thoughts and other aspects of my witchery. And I really like kitchen witchery. I haven't really figured out how to share it with you guys yet, so I thought maybe this would be a nice little first step. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I will, blessed be.